هذا هو الذي يراه الكثيرون أنه الوريث. وصلت بعد ذلك في وسط الملعب مجددا لفريق موسم الرياض، النقله عن طريق سعود عبد الحميد من امام سولر الى خارج الملعب الى رمية التماس. 25 دقيقه مضت من زمن شوط المباراه الاول من هذا اللقاء. هدف وحيد هنا في هذه المواجهه عن طريق ليو. منقوله كره، وصلت الكره ممتازه الى كيليان بابي. لكن هناك رايه مرفوعه وهناك تسلل كان موجود على كيليان بابي، لكن عينك على ليو وتمريرات وهذا الامر ليس بجديد. فإن قلنا عن تمريرات فقط ظلمناها، وإن قلنا عنها هدايا فهي أروع من الهدايا وأثمن يا ليو. هكذا دائما يفعل لملك التمريرات، نعم، وملك التمريرات الحاسمة على مدار عقود للاعب أردنا الحديث عن ماذا نقول في الجانب الآخر. كذلك لا نرى ولا نتحدث بلغة المقارنات، بل نتحدث بلغة الذي يرى ويشاهد ويستمتع، بعيدا عن أي أرقام، بعيدا عن أي مقارنات، بعيدا عن أي قناعات. طوال 15 عام عشنا من المتعة ما عشنا مع هاتين الأسطورتين. كرة منقولة وصلت من رونالدو بالكعب والسلام. كانت الكرة الماضية لكنها بتعود مرة أخرى في وسط الملعب من جديد عن طريق اللاعب ريناتو سانشيز. ريناتو في وسط الميدان، ممتازة الكرة باتجاه الملك البرازيلي. هنا نيمار يتقدم، نيمار إلى كيليان بابي عند الكرة.
Neymar, Mbappe. Neymar's come close a couple of times in this opening 26 minutes. Ruiz, Messi, when you go for the shot, Messi tries his luck, just over.
Well, I'm not quite sure what Luis Gustavo was thinking there, allowing Messi to come back onto his left foot and shoot unopposed, but that all started off from a really nice piece of anticipation. We were talking about Ronaldo's back heel, but it was the anticipation by Hakimi that stopped it getting through to Al-Dasawi that set up that attack.
Well, there must have been a touch there. It's a corner. Punched out by Al-Owais. Messi back to Hakimi. Messi again. Maraga's scampering after that. He's an all-action centre-forward, is Marega, born just outside of Paris. Mali international. Go back to Navas in goal. Quite a few familiar names playing in Riyadh. Alvaro Gonzalez, the former Marseille man, not playing here, nor is David Ospina, former Nice and Arsenal goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he's injured. Gilles Conan, Ivory Coast international. So it's a pretty metropolitan league these days, you know, the Saudi league.
Yeah, Odion Igalo is also injured as well. He's one of the top scorers in the Saudi Arabian professional league.
Al Nassr do currently lead the league. They're 30 points from 13 games, ahead of Al Hilal, who have 29 points. Luis Gustavo clears up, just a 1 point gap, and Al Ittihad, who are another giant of Saudi Arabian football, on 28 points as Martinez is fouled.
Yeah, they were in action earlier today, actually. There were a couple of Saudi Arabian professional league games played before the kickoff of this exhibition game, this gala performance.
46th year of the league, 12 clubs. It's going to be increased to 18. Coaches, interestingly, from 12 different nations, so it is a very international league, certainly when it comes to coaching. Players as well, there is a limit now of 8 foreigners. Up from 7. Here's one. Marega. Well to turn and beat Ramos, but that was just half the job. Lionel Messi, the difference so far. Neymar just skips past his man and gets past Gustavo, his countryman. Can't get past Al-Boulaye. He's a man-mountain of a defender. Defending champions of the Saudi League. Al Nassr looking to get their 10th title. That's been Al Hilal who've dominated the last few years. Actually, the 3-time defending champions are Al Hilal.
Yeah, they went to the Club World Cup, which is just about to start again in 2019. And unfortunately, Al-Boulaye scored an own goal in the semi-final against Flamenco. Yeah, that was won by Liverpool, actually, against the South Americans in the final.
Yeah, the Club World Cup will start in a couple of weeks with Al Hilal there. It will take place in Morocco. Ramos to Bernat for PSG, who scored early on, nearly scored a second or third so far. The Riyadh season team. Neymar, brilliant footwork. Bernat, Mbappe. Korean defender just ushering the ball out.
Yeah, good work by Jang Hyung-soo, 31-year-old centre-back who can obviously play out on the wide of the defence and also in defensive midfielder, the former FC Tokyo man.
It just shows how international this league is, with Asian players here, a lot of South Americans. And Africans. Marega, one of them. Just tries to keep on his feet. The Paris-born Mali international.
Sergio Ramos just biting his ankles as he went past.
Yeah, that's a real clash though, isn't it? Two strong guys, centre-forward and centre-back. Played in a good spirit, but certainly very, very competitive. And Riyadh...
Yeah, it's a nice surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, Martinez will take this one. Gonzalo Kitty Martinez, the two-time Copa Libertadores winners. Ronaldo looking for the header, gets close to it, gets a clattering from Navas. Well, Navas
maybe
and
got a
Ronaldo.
clattering. Yeah, I think Navas is going to be fine.
Navas will be okay, but I think the fans wondering, what is that? For a second, I was wondering if Mr. Al-Jassim was pointing to the penalty spot. We have seen that a couple of times, and judging by the body language of some of the PSG players,
well, he threw himself in.
The Qatari ref has given a pen.
It's definitely onside, and well, not quite sure how I could see this as a penalty, to be quite honest with you. Ronaldo throws himself at it, and they just hit each other. I'm not sure how that's a foul one way or the other.
Two players with their eyes very much on the ball. I agree with you there. And anyone who thought this would just be a friendly kickabout, think again. PSG not happy that there's a suggestion of a penalty. This is a good look at it. Ronaldo definitely looking at the ball, and I think Navas did too much wrong there, did he, Angus?
Well, the thing is, they both missed the ball. So if Ronaldo had got something on the header, then I would see the point. But you could argue, I mean, it's actually, in some sense, it's quite refreshing that the decision has gone the way of the outfield player. Those sorts of decisions usually go the way of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, some say keepers overprotected in the modern age. There's no doubt, if it's a foul, it's a penalty. They're the rules of football. The question is it a foul?
And all those matches for Real Madrid have been forgotten between each other. Those Champions League wins, Liga titles. And in the end, I think maybe the respect between the two players, they came through in the end, because clearly Navas does not think that was a penalty.
Well, he's got a yellow card into the bargain. Poor old Keylor Navas doesn't play too much football. Maybe that's another element as well, in as much as he hasn't had too much goalkeeping practice of late. The result is a penalty. Cristiano Ronaldo is still He's got a huge bruise appearing underneath his left eye by the looks of it. Yeah, you can see that there.
Yeah, sort of boxer's wound.
Yeah.
Well, there's no doubt he didn't put it on. I mean, that was not a dive or anything like that. They definitely hit each other, but that's the point.
Poor Cristiano Ronaldo, clearly in a bit of pain, but he's a determined player and he wants to score his first goal in Saudi Arabia. It's Ronaldo against Navas. Navas got a touch, but Ronaldo scores the goal. Just got a big whack under the eye, and you can see what it means to the local fans and dignitaries as well. It's Riyadh 1, PSG 1.
Well, he'd only scored one goal for Manchester United this season in the Premier League at Goodison Park back in October.
It was a decent effort from Navas, just hit with too much power, Angus.
Well, it was a classic penalty. He and Messi both very confident from spot kicks. Even if Navas had got a better dive, too high for him.
The first Ronaldo celebration in Saudi Arabia for the Riyadh season team. So we have a match on our hands. It's 1 apiece. And PSG were not happy with that award being given. That shows this is a competitive fixture. Look forward to the next hour of this match. There will be a penalty shootout if it stays like this, and a trophy to be awarded, the Riyadh season trophy, as the crowd are on their feet screaming Ronaldo, many screaming PSG as well. A good match on our hands here, 1 apiece at the King Fahd Stadium. We haven't seen too much of the coaches so far. Marcelo Gallardo is coaching this home team, the Riyadh team.